Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the give, this is Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got four. Come back. Tiger.
On 1st down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. 2 jet.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Hank. 76.
Check 43.
372.
Check.
On 1st down, Bortles. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
65 days a year. Please inquire for pricing and more information at the ticket office, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Hey, let's get this.
On play action, now Bortles. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got water.
Throw left. Hank.
Kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. DJ Reader Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
372.
Set the tone, defense.
11, 11.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watching you 5.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
Check 13. Check 13.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Sitting in section 21, row 11, seat 11. You have just won a 19-inch HD flat panel display for home or office. Stop by the souvenir shop on the lower level following the game to claim your prize.
Lucy, Lucy.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
11, 11.
5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Lucy, Lucy.
Watch the pass.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Single. Come back, come back. 16, alert 16.
To throw is Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
21 on the interception.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Hain to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you'd set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Watch 20, seal that.
Two jet.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Reset.
From the gun, here's Watson.
Check. Lucky.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Check. Black 99, feel it. Check. 45's the mic.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw.
Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Green 80. 372. And 54 Ricky. Green is right.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Bortles now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Green 80.
Mike.
372.
Check. 55, Mike.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up second down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful what the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
We got 4.
Green 80. Green 80.
Mike 55.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Jaguars will be kicking off. Number 85, waiting to return.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here's Hain to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Lay down. Check four. Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Single.
Here's Watson now on second down. Flush to his right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Lucy, Lucy. Lucy, Lucy. Come on. 11B, 11B.
Bortles now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Spread left. Lucy, Lucy, Lucy.
3 down, 3 down.
Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right.
Checking crash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, Fournette trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
2 jet. 3 down, odd.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Watson. To throw again. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the... And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10.
Alert.
Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Lucy, Lucy, Lucy.
Mike 50.
11B, 11B.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Bortles going to throw here.
You don't want
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Spread left, spread left, spread left.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Short left. Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left.
4 down, even. Watch twin.
All go, all go, all go. All go. 11B, 11B.
Right there.
Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Lucy, Lucy.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lambo on for the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Here's Hain to return. Pretty move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
No, you-
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
45's the mic. 2 jet. 2 jet. Hey, I'm coming. 2 jet.
Now a handoff for Drake. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end